Chat, here we go. The first game of the EU closed qualifiers, we have OSM versus Niseron. Niseron and OSM, both guys that we've had. Wait, is that true? Have we had OSM play on stream before? We might not have. OSM has been around a while, so this actually could be his debut on my stream. Of course, he's played ones all around the scene for many, many years up until this point. Niseron we have had on our stream a good amount of times. He is just a solid player who usually doesn't play the ranked leaderboard, but is definitely, if I had to guess, around a top 50-ish 1v1er if he did grind it. He does really well in tournaments, and OSM, I believe, is around somewhere in that same range on the leaderboard. So if you had to ask me, I would tell you that these guys are probably pretty evenly matched. I don't know if we got a prediction up before the game started. If there's any mods, feel free to start a prediction. But I would think it should be pretty even. I would guess chat would probably favor OSM because he definitely has a little bit more of a name brand than Niseron does. But I imagine it could be a very close match. Maybe a slight favor to OSM. OSM will score his first. OSM also is notorious for listening in to Johnny's stream, but I don't know if he's listening into mine while he plays. He's up quick off this corner to try and create something out of that bounce off the wall, but it's a really awkward bounce close to the ceiling and wall. Not really much he can make out of it, but OSM is the kind of guy who can make something out of anything. Nice long shot here, catch Niseron out of position. OSM, part of Pulse Clan, if you guys don't know who Pulse Clan is. It's a freestyling clan, and that should suggest to you the kind of capability that OSM has to do basically anything he wants on the map when he's hoping to. Finally caught a stream courtesy of Vet. Let's go. This is a great first stream to catch. It's going to be quite the exciting one today. Tons and tons and tons of good games today. And I think you're going to want to wait the whole entire stream. It'll be a long time. The stream could be, I don't know, 8 hours today maybe, pretty casually. We'll see. Niseron. Nice. Chip up to an air dribble. Letting the ball land right into the flip reset at the perfect moment. OSM swinging pretty far wide to go pick up that corner boost, and he actually had a decent amount of boost anyways. Surprised he felt the need to get that 100, because even that little tick towards the corner boost was enough to make him be retreating late enough to not be able to really affect that play. Niseron, first kickoff possession, soft flick, and it's the job of OSM to be able to handle the soft flick and get it clear, which is not always easy to do. I would say ultimately he failed. He did try and work its way out of the half, but he was constantly playing on the low boost that resulted from that initial flick. And right as he was hoping to get his relief and pick up that midfield boost, he just gets demoed off the map. And Niseron retakes the lead. Niseron trying to play this all the way from his back wall, and he actually succeeded. OSM got caught out of position. Let's watch this from OSM's perspective. Oh, he's so close to the back wall, and he didn't have a lot of boost to recover with either. That's just a great play from Niseron. It's hard to play that strong enough, fast enough off the back wall to catch an opponent on the ground completely off guard like that. But he did so, and I'm not sure what happened here. OSM did mention he was having some frame issues before he started up in the match, but I'm not sure that could be. That looked like more like controller issues. Side flipping away from the kickoff, but he gets one immediately right back. Assuming this whole thing ends up with EU versus NA. No, it doesn't. It doesn't, Enchilada. It doesn't. I'll tell you what, if the winners of both tournaments end up being players who will be at the major, for example, Khaled, TRK, I think the Middle East guys might be the only major players on the EU side, but AJ First Killer, they'll all be at the LAN. If they all go to the LAN, you better believe, if like say AJ First Killer wins and Khaled or TRK wins, And then, you know I'm going to try and find a way to get that crossover match to land. You know I am. Niseron, nice little hook shot catch and just perfectly placed. You can't blame OSM for trying to jump out of the net to make some kind of clear, because it was just so, you know, crossbar post is like a tough read to make, whether or not it's in or not. These guys are kind of just destroying each other. I mean, we've seen a lot of scoring. 6-5 with still 2 minutes on the clock. They're back and forth, throwing punches like crazy. You guys ever seen those videos of like the boxers who just don't guard, who just wail on each other? Maybe a little bit of that here. Probably only on track for like a 9-8 game, which is high scoring but not unstandard for 1v1. Oh, Niseron, he definitely had a chance to just score instantly, but he must have thought OSM was going to connect in the corner, so he was just going to react to OSM's play, and then when OSM didn't touch, he just couldn't mentally adjust in time. Play just going too fast. Stunked by OSM, but probably going to have to completely retreat. Niseron did a good job of picking up his corner boost and bumping OSM off the play. Man, OSM has been caught out a few different times now, just retreating to net in a position that he feels, I'm sure, is a spot that Niseron can't get it past him, but Niseron has been executing really well. I mean, that's a great flick. You know, not the most insane flick of all time, but certainly very, very solid enough to catch OSM out of position. Niseron has been really patient on the goal line, which you like to see. You know, maybe it's resulted in a couple missed opportunities like we talked about earlier, but definitely the right way to play in ones, certainly with a lead. These guys are doing a lot of kind of zoning each other out. I wouldn't say, you know, demoing or bumping each other, but I mean, boxing out is the word I want to use. I don't know if it really makes sense. They're doing a lot of boxing each other out, just making sure to cover ground and get in the way of the path the defender wants to take. Make them go a little bit wider. That's all you really need, even though neither one of them necessarily looking for tons of bumps and demos. OSM needs one the next 30 seconds. Niseron gets a save. OSM has more than enough boost to make a play. Niseron is maybe caught out a little bit. OSM gets it over the top of him. This should be an easy bucket. OSM ties it with 17 seconds left to go. Niseron, he's just caught right on that spot on the wall. Everybody who's played this game knows what it feels like to try and jump on that perfect spot on the wall where it connects to the ground. You just get your jump eaten alive. And that happens there to Niseron as OSM taps it above him and looks to finish this one before overtime, and it seems like he will. OSM gets an 8th. What is happening here with Niseron? He has, you know, more than enough boost to make a play, but he has been very passive, both on offense, but here also on defense. Instead of trying to make a challenge in that corner, he turns to the back wall. And I think while it might be risky to make a challenge like that, in other situations, he didn't have much time, OSM that is, to have much time to punish him had the pinch not like gone his way. I think it might have been worth it. Obviously, in retrospect, it's easy to say that, but OSM will win and go up 1-0 in this best of 5. Game number 2. OSM and Niseron. OSM able to, I wouldn't say steal game number 1, because he did keep it close the entire way. Niseron certainly was the one leading throughout the game, but OSM was never out of reach, and then he took the lead at the most important time. OSM wall to air dribble. Are we going to see a little bit of magic from the player who's known for his mechanics? Well, I wouldn't say it was quite magic, but it is a goal. See what happens here with Niseron. OSM tried to pull away at the last second in order to 50. I think Niseron's wall dash probably just put him, you know, slightly awkward. I don't think that's really what he wanted to do. It accelerates him a little bit. It puts him a little bit deeper into the play than he wants to, and you see him kind of jumping and trying to pull back and undo some of his momentum with his boost, and that's just so hard to do. I think if he just doesn't go for the wall dash, he probably, rolls into that potential save a little bit easier. OSM still might have been able to beat him. It was a good setup for a late 50 by OSM, but not touching the ball at all. Certainly not as good. Feer close prediction. Hopefully some mods in close predictions. I think, I've been thinking about this. I feel like we maybe need to up the mod team. What do you guys think about that? It seems like the mod team might need a couple more friendly faces who are here every stream. Niseron a bump, but OSM makes it back before Niseron can capitalize. But nice chip, good recognition. OSM creeping out here to the corner. Not likely to come all the way and make a challenge, especially with the very little boost he had. Niseron knows it. And just chip it over right above him. OSM once again starts down as Niseron controls the game. But we'd be crazy to count the Pulse member out. Man, these guys are catching each other, doing this a lot. Much more often than you normally see. But the defenders are trying to close the distance and start a shadow defense. And OSM actually launched that from really far away, it felt like. Certainly watching it from Niseron's perspective. It didn't seem like he needed to be worrying about a shot that early, but OSM just gave it the perfect arc. Just the right amount of power and just high enough that it gets to the net quickly without, being able to be intercepted by Niseron. Niseron, nice outplay around the wall. This will be a fourth. Vacanus, yeah, we talked to Vacanus about potentially adding him to the mod team. He is here. He's definitely number one on the list. But his response was not, oh yes, I've been waiting to be mod forever. And that's basically, I think, one of the important parts of being a mod. I don't want to make somebody who is kind of here to chill and watch have to work. Because it's a lot of work. I tell you what, Read the Sloth, man, he is working for me. It's Read the Sloth is working for me so much that it's almost awkward. How much work he's doing for me. I'm like, you know what I mean? Niseron up 6-2. OSM another what was going on there kickoff. Throw SM. Not just yet. 3 minutes. What you say throw SM was, oh, nice save. He was around this range behind in game number 1 before clutching it out. That'd have been a nice volley shot. I did not think there was even an opportunity there. But he was only a couple balls length off the net. Oh, Niseron, that's a good pass. You have to commend Niseron for what was a top tier pass. I imagine he's trying to pinch it with the wall. Oh yeah. That's not gonna do it. He was low on boost, is why I'm gonna say that he ultimately played that so awkward. You wouldn't expect him to make that kind of mistake. Niseron wall to air dribble. OSM coming from the ceiling and able to 50 it. The earlier you can make that challenge, the better. OSM seems like the kind of guy who's going to be really, really comfortable coming off the ceiling and pressuring instantly on that air dribble. Feer, you don't mind helping if no other mods are here, though, especially with things like predictions. But you love predicting, and you can't predict when you're a mod. You can't close the prediction if you predict. So predictions are exactly the thing that I would not want to make you have to handle. Feer just showed a regular play of OSM. Oh yeah, was he down 2-6? I don't remember the exact details, but we did watch OSM Nuggets a couple days ago for the YouTube. And OSM's already back within 2, so, I mean, as I say that, Niseron's going to make it 3. But 2 is, anybody who's watched 1v1 knows, with this much time left, this lead really isn't that much of a lead. I would say that the mental game, the way the game is being played and how it feels is almost more relevant to who's winning and leading and by how much are they leading. I would say right now, this is still a pretty clear back and forth. So I'm sure Niseron does not feel too comfortable about his 2-goal lead. I'm sure OSM feels pretty good about his chances to come back because Niseron isn't like completely dominating OSM around the field. OSM's had a couple interesting kickoffs that have probably given Niseron 1 or 2 goals. And other than that, everything has been fairly even. Once again, Niseron's going to win a kickoff and score. But like I said, unless someone is consistently, constantly the whole game winning kickoffs like that, which I wouldn't say Niseron has been doing necessarily, then that doesn't really bring a player's morale down. I don't think, but what do I know? I think OSM is feels more than capable of erasing this 3-goal lead. He's trying to steal this corner boost, make sure OSM can't take it from him. But OSM out to midfield, missing the wave dash. Certainly wasn't just flipping around on the ground for fun, I imagine. OSM turning the challenge, really low boost, and recognizing a situation where he can either come down off the wall, try and retreat to net, and make a save on nothing, or he can just turn, take a risk, and challenge immediately on the wall to see if he can get out of his tough situation. And he was right. He did. He got out of it. So a good recognition of a dire play, but his 3-goal lead has not fully been erased yet. He's only got 30 more seconds. And he needed that tight angle. You see them trying to kind of wave dash, shoot it from the corner. Because he wanted to be able to follow it up, I wonder if with the game state where it's at, down 3, you kind of needed that shot to just go straight in, which means you don't really need to worry about following it up. I wonder if not worrying about the wave dash might have been the way to go. But he's got himself within 2, 15 seconds on the clock.
Come on, OSM FMH.
He's got Vitul giving a tier 1, cheering him on. Certainly that will power him to this 2-pointer he's about to score. By that, I mean the 3-pointer he's going to have about to score. Well, chat, what did I tell you? I said these guys are pretty evenly matched. Maybe slight favor of OSM. And I'm turning to be right so far, as it will be a 6-9 finish in game number 2 for Niseron as we get closer to the end of a best of 5. Game number 3. Back and forth match so far. Certainly one of the things to note is the kickoff. It has been favoring Niseron. And I was saying earlier it wasn't a debilitating detriment to OSM yet. If he continues to get dominated in the kickoff department, could end up being the reason why he loses the series. OSM, nice save. Great conservation of boost on that save too. Used exactly the minimum amount. Able to hold on to his 80, which that 80 helps him make that clear out to midfield and get him back on offense. But he's not able to win his 50 on Niseron's half. Doesn't matter. Niseron leaves a window open. OSM is going to try and be a little bit greedy here on 0 boost. Niseron on the back wall. See if he can't get Niseron to make a mistake. What a nice early challenge. We talked about the early challenges before. Specifically, we were talking about how OSM did a good job of doing it, but Niseron has an absolutely clinical early challenge, and it doesn't help that OSM started his dribble so high that Niseron barely even needed to fall off the ceiling in order to make his challenge attempt. The way these guys are playing D, coming off the ceiling, might be something to focus on as they set up their dribbles to not take them too high. Try and make it a little bit awkward for someone to fall off the ceiling and make a challenge. OSM with a feels backflip, but not like it mattered. In fact, he might have been backflipping because he realized he missed, and so really what he needed to do at that point was just make sure he could follow up a potential missed shot by Niseron. If Niseron hadn't made it, OSM needs to be around to clear it away instead of flying past the play. So that backflip might have been for that reason. But Niseron did score, so it didn't matter. Wait, Vacanus is posting links and getting timed out by Nightbot? Never mind. What were we ever thinking? Vacanus is not going to be a mod. How can a mod be getting banned? It was the Liquipedia? Sure. Wow, classic, dude. We give him even the slightest taste of power, and here he is. Just breaking all the rules. I'm actually surprised as a VIP you can't post links. Would have thought VIPs would have that kind of special treatment. No, I think what I really need to do is add Wikipedia to the whitelist, because I have some sites like YouTube and other things, Steam profiles, so that people can post them. Like, those will never get you timed out. I think I just need to add Wikipedia is definitely worthy of not getting you timed out. OSM, the ball was far off the sidewall. He wasn't going to be able to get much of anything from it other than maybe a strong shot. So that's what he takes. He's got Niseron trying to play defense out of his net with, you know what? I was going to say very little because of the way Niseron was playing it, but he actually has 60 boosts. He's got more than enough to make any sort of play he wants to. Ooh, OSM, a miss around the sidewall, and Niseron. Every game has gone this way so far. Niseron getting a decent edge. And OSM having to work his way back in. He wasn't able to do it in game 2. Only barely able to do it in game 1. Are we going to see this series shift in favor of the Belgian? Or will OSM bring it back? OSM is... Chat, I forget. All I know is that OSM, I think, maybe have to download a new flag. Where's OSM from, chat? 5-1 for Niseron. When I was doing my thumbnail, I was like, oh, I don't think I have this flag yet. Niseron is Polish? Oh, is that right? Yeah, you know what? He lives in Belgium. He lives in Belgium, but he's Polish. There's some people who should just basically, they should just never tell me where they live. Because ultimately that doesn't matter too much to the things I talk about. They should just tell me their nationality. So you're right, yeah, Niseron is Polish. I think I incorrectly gave him a Belgian flag once. I think he told me where he lived because it's kind of relevant to his ping and what kind of matches he can play. But I think you're right, he is Polish. Yeah, you know what? I was actually commending OSM in his car designs when I was watching his replays. He had like really colorful, cool, great coordination car designs. Didn't even really notice it. Today he's playing a full tryhard Octane. Nice shot from OSM. He's just got, I think, are these black Daichis and just a completely standard blue no decal Octane. Maybe we'll see him rip out the Zomba outfits, presets. I can never think of the word preset. I always want to call it kit, like a soccer kit. And when I don't say that, then I probably say the word outfit, which is you know, why hasn't that caught on? Why don't people call it outfits? OSM air dribble bump, but he didn't really have the boost to finish off the air dribble bump. Kit sounds nice. The only problem with kit is that I think people don't recognize it. Like I'll say kit and they're like, what? What are you talking about? Whereas preset, everybody knows what that means. Niseron, not a great touch. Not as bad a possible touch as you could hope for on that sidewall. Just handing OSM a free possession. But that being said, he turns and challenges before OSM can flick it over. Niseron will go up 6-3 with 44 seconds left to go. An EU tourney kit would be fire. Not sure what we're talking about. Slow play around the net. He's trying able to get the save. OSM trying to hold on to possession in his attempt to reload on boost at midfield. Not able to, and the wave dash off the back wall goes flying underneath the ball. 7-3. This will almost certainly be an Niseron 2-1 lead in this round 1 of the Swiss. I don't know if any of the other games have finished by now. I don't have the Discord channel open. We're going to be reporting the games, but it's going to be exciting. The Swiss is really fun, man. I can't wait to see how it plays out. I think it'll be fun to do as a 1v1 tournament. Hopefully you guys like the idea as well. Hopefully nobody plays like 5 matches that all go to game 5, because that would be a lot of Rocket League games to play. Especially as 1v1. I know RLCS players do it all the time with 3v3, but I think 3v3 is a little bit easier to swallow. Toxic and Devoof 1-3-0. What do you mean by which one of them won? Toxic or Devoof? Or is it Devoof won, even though you had put his name second? Will the replays be uploaded to ball chasing? Probably not, just because that's a lot of work. It's not that I necessarily don't want people to have them. Just a lot of extra things, and I feel like I've got a lot of things to worry about. But other people are saving their replays too, and a lot of people are saving their replays instantly, so those ones will be up there. Hyder was saying he saves all his replays immediately, so you can see any of Hyder's replays as he plays through the bracket. OSM down early once again. Niseron patient on his back line with his 16 boost. Knows how important it is to save that for the crucial moment. And the crucial moment was right there. Accelerating to the ball to make sure he won that 50 that sent it away and into OSM's corner instead of back into his half. Man, Niseron has caught OSM off guard multiple times with these challenges at the midfield. And OSM, he just left his net open. I mean, there's really nothing else to it. He could have noticed how in trouble he was long before he ended up getting that midfield boost. Pretty clear that Niseron, you can't give that much separation to somebody who's on your half with the ball. Oh, some little camera check. Where is Niseron at? His hook shot will be saved. Just a little bit too far away to surprise a defender out. Niseron just going to have so much time to react, and in fact, the counter is instantly scored, and has a little bit to do with probably OSM looking for that demo. Maybe if he had prioritized retreating to net, might not have gotten scored on, but he wanted to take Niseron off the map. This should be not a first goal. Niseron, great recovery. Not letting OSM get any sort of kickoff edge at all. OSM, this should be an easy bucket though. Nice outplay. Got Niseron missing on the wall. OSM replacing missed open nets with giving up tons of open nets. Is OSM sweating or trolling? It's possible to know. It's impossible to know. I would hope that the motivation is there for everyone to sweat, but trolling is sometimes on accident. I feel like those aren't the same thing. You could be sweating, but kind of also trolling. You're trying your best. You want to win, but you can't prevent yourself from trolling. OSM looking for a pass to himself off the wall. It's a strong shot, but Niseron able to save it away. Niseron up 3-1. Bit of a lower scoring game. We saw that first game. These guys were just destroying each other left and right. It's become a little bit more of a defensive battle between them two since then. OSM, nice dunk in the midfield. Good power slide to finish it off and get a second. OSM what was happening there. We're watching from Niseron's perspective. But OSM just completely missing. Has himself within 1. Just needs to try and force a game 5. Great acceleration by Niseron. You could watch it from OSM's perspective. You can kind of tell the initial dribble didn't look too threatening. Loads of players like to play those fairly slow, but Niseron had a great acceleration at a crucial moment to speed it past the OSM defense. OSM putting pressure by having very little boost. Tried to pre-flip to pop that away and turn to immediately challenge again. Unable to connect. Yo, Sugo White. What's up, man? The orange team is gas. I like orange. I'm an orange guy as well. I would certainly much rather play on orange team. OSM. Nice save. Needs to keep himself in this, and I think one more goal could be the end of his run here. Has himself an open field possession. Hunter boost. Chip kind of towards the corner where he can't find an angle. Niseron's doing a good job of handling the clear, and I think he just got himself 100 as well, so he's likely to get a strong clear completely out of offense. OSM can't connect on his chip. It will be a 5-2, maybe 5-3 victory for Niseron. I think we're going to see Niseron moving on 3-1 past OSM. 3 lives for everybody today. I'll be interested to see how the players feel about playing in a Swiss for ones. I think I'll be interested to see how well it is, how easily people regain. Because it's a little bit easier, maybe with teammates, to regain from a loss in a Swiss. But hopefully we'll see OSM back. Niseron will win first. Go up 3-1. Toxic and Devoof 1-3-0. What do you mean by which one of them won? Toxic or Devoof? Or is it Devoof won, even though you had put his name second? Will the replays be uploaded to ball chasing? Probably not, just because that's a lot of work. It's not that I necessarily don't want people to have them. Just a lot of extra things, and I feel like I've got a lot of things to worry about. But other people are saving their replays too, and a lot of people are saving their replays instantly, so those ones will be up there. Hyder was saying he saves all his replays immediately, so you can see any of Hyder's replays as he plays through the bracket. OSM down early once again. Niseron patient on his back line with his 16 boost. Knows how important it is to save that for the crucial moment. And the crucial moment was right there. Accelerating to the ball to make sure he won that 50 that sent it away and into OSM's corner instead of back into his half. Man, Niseron has caught OSM off guard multiple times with these challenges at the midfield. And OSM, he just left his net open. I mean, there's really nothing else to it. He could have noticed how in trouble he was long before he ended up getting that midfield boost. Pretty clear that Niseron, you can't give that much separation to somebody who's on your half with the ball. Oh, some little camera check. Where is Niseron at? His hook shot will be saved. Just a little bit too far away to surprise a defender out. Niseron just going to have so much time to react, and in fact the counter is instantly scored, and has a little bit to do with probably OSM looking for that demo. Maybe he had prioritized retreating to net. Might not have gotten scored on, but he wanted to take Niseron off the map. This should be not a first goal. Niseron, great recovery. Not letting OSM get any sort of kickoff edge at all. OSM, this should be an easy bucket though. Nice outplay. Got Niseron missing on the wall. OSM replacing missed open nets with giving up tons of open nets. Is OSM sweating or trolling? It's possible to know. It's impossible to know. I would hope that the motivation is there for everyone to sweat, but trolling is sometimes on accident. You know, I feel like those aren't the same thing. You could be sweating, but kind of also trolling. You know, you're trying your best. You want to win, but you can't prevent yourself from trolling. OSM looking for a pass to himself off the wall. It's a strong shot, but Nicsaron able to save it away. Niseron up 3-1. Bit of a lower scoring game. We saw that first game. These guys were just destroying each other left and right. It's become a little bit more of a defensive battle between them two since then. OSM, nice dunk in the midfield. Good power slide to finish it off and get a second. OSM, what was happening there? We're watching from Niseron's perspective. But OSM just completely missing. Has himself within one. Just needs to try and force a game 5. Great acceleration by Niseron. You could watch it from OSM's perspective. You can kind of tell. The initial dribble didn't look too threatening. Loads of players like to play those fairly slow, but Niseron had a great acceleration at a crucial moment to speed it past the OSM defense. OSM putting pressure by having very little boost. Tried to pre-flip to pop that away and turn to immediately challenge again. Unable to connect. Yo, Sugo White. What's up, man? The orange team is gas. I like orange. I'm an orange guy as well. I would certainly much rather play on orange team. OSM, nice save. Needs to keep himself in this, and I think one more goal could be the end of his run here. Has himself an open field possession. Hunter boost, chip, kind of towards the corner where he can't find an angle. Niseron's doing a good job of handling the clear, and I think he just got himself 100 as well, so he's likely to get a strong clear completely out of offense. OSM can't connect on his chip. It will be a 5-2, maybe 5-3 victory for Niseron. I think we're going to see Niseron moving on 3-1 past OSM. 3 lives for everybody today. I'll be interested to see how the players feel about playing in a Swiss for ones. I think I'll be interested to see how well it is, how easily people regain. Because it's a little bit easier, maybe with teammates, to regain from a loss in a Swiss. But hopefully we'll see OSM back. Niseron will win first. Go up 3-1.